Welcome to YOLO Texas, and this is our team of traveling Texans. Ride shotgun with us as we visit breathtaking views.
It is incredible what we can find right here in Texas.
Check out heart-racing attractions. And taste mouth-watering foods this great state has to offer.
This is getting hot.
Go right off the bone. That's how you know it's good.
This is delicious.
Why, you ask? Well, to simply put it, you only live once, Texas. Howdy, y'all, and welcome to YOLO Texas, the most informative travel show in the Lone Star State. I'm your host, AC, and every episode, we just love to bring you our favorite spots in Texas. So today, we're headed to a gin distillery in San Antonio, complete with a mixology course. But first, we're going to enter the fantasy world of the Renaissance Fair. So join Princess Ariel for a travel back in medieval times and explore the enchantment that is known as the Texas Renaissance Festival. This is the Texas Renaissance Festival. As you step through the gates of the kingdom, you enter an enchanted world filled with kings and queens, courts, knights, fair maidens, fairies, and so much more. Located in Todd Mission, Texas, just a few miles from downtown Houston, this extravagant multi-weekend event transports guests to the medieval ages. So to fire off today's sequence of events, a royal countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2,
To get the lay of the land, we met up with the Texas Renaissance Festival marketing manager, Marlena.
So 45 years ago, our founder, George Cullum, started the Renaissance Festival. It was a dream of his to have the festival here in Texas. He originally came from Minnesota, brought it down here, and it has grown through the years.
Yeah, it's like a whole town.
It is. It's a 16th century village.
So 45 years, he brought it here. What's different this year?
So what's different is that, obviously in the celebration of the 45 years, we have new shows. We have the full armored combat. The Dublin Harper family is back. So we have a lot of new acts. We have 20 stages that we have music and stage acts on. So it's really, a lot of great entertainment. We have tons of places that sell costumes, also called garb. So there's fairy wings, they can buy leather pieces, cloaks, because it's a little chilly today. Medieval dresses, steampunk, anything you want you can find here. That's why the shopping is phenomenal here at the festival.
As long as you have turkey legs, that's all that matters.
We have
in my
turkey
heart.
legs. We have a ton of turkey legs. There is no shortage of turkey legs here.
You aren't open just for one weekend. Y'all are open for 9 weeks.
Correct. So we're open 9 weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, including Thanksgiving Friday.
And each weekend has a special theme, right?
Exactly. This weekend is the 1001 Dreams.
Yeah.
So it's Fairy Weekend. It's followed by Pirate Adventure. All Hallows Eve. November, we'll bring in Return to the Renaissance. Barbarian Invasion, which is a lot of fun with lots of barbarians. Highland Fling, and finishing off the year with Celtic Christmas.
For someone's first time here, what should they do?
So what they should do is visit our website at texrenfest.com. We have all of these shows, all the performers, a lot of the vendors are online. They can plan their own itinerary. We're also offering newbies a guide if they would like. So we have people called ambassadors that help out.
Awesome. So what is the first thing I have to do here?
So even though this is a very lovely blouse for Fairy Weekend, we need to get you changed into something appropriate for being here at the Renaissance Festival.
I'm totally down for that. Let's go.
Awesome.
Welcome to the Bell Rose. Located at the entrance of the grounds, guests who want to take a more festive approach to the celebration can pick and choose themed costumes to rent. And you know me, I love to dress for the occasion.
I wish every morning were like this. I feel like a queen getting dressed. You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm Drew Barrymore in Ever After right now. I love it.
All right, now that I have my gown on, I need to survive in this medieval land, so let's go learn some swordsmanship.
Lords and ladies, let me introduce you to my instructor at the School of Sword, the German Master of Defense, Oscar Hasselhoff.
Step forward with your right foot.
All right.
This is known as Andrade. It is the beginning position of all sword fighting. The reason that our knees are bent and our legs are wide apart is because Ariel stands up straight. As you see, easily done. But if she stands in stance, very low, wide, if I press against her now, she will be very hard to move. I go through Ariel's body that far, and hopefully into the body of the Frenchman hiding behind her. Also, there's an old adage in sword fighting. They cannot cut you if you are not there. So move!
And as advertised, I learned to meet interesting people and kill them too. Well, sort of.
Give a hand to my lovely and talented assistant, Ariel.
Thank you. I hear they have a magic garden, so let's go check it out.
An environmental designer by training, George Cullum, founder and president of the festival, began as a stained glass artist in the 70s. His vision for the Texas Renaissance Festival began in 1974. Since then, the event has cultivated a thriving environment that brings new experiences to its audiences every weekend. And one of those experiences includes original art in the Magic Garden.
I was asked to join the Royal Parade, and I will be joined by these beautiful Clydesdales.
It was more than an honor bestowed upon me to join the parade, especially because I got to share a carriage with the King and Queen. Huzzah! This most joyous event of the day celebrates the kingdom and all the wonderful characters that make the festival possible. And at the end of the parade, the King and Queen are introduced to the crowd, along with their courts and visiting guests.
Our guest today is Ariel from YOLO Texas Travel Show.
We bid you go forth and enjoy the festival full well.
Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah! Hip, hip, huzzah!
You know we always keep you up to date, so mark your calendars for the annual Burleson Wine and Beer Crawl going on November 9th in Burleson, Texas. Thou best stay there, more magical times cometh when YOLO Texas returns. Hey y'all, welcome back to the show where Ariel is living out her medieval fantasies at the Texas Renaissance Festival.
A true Renaissance festival isn't complete without jousting and a turkey leg.
During the joust, each noble knight in shining armor attempts to take down their opponent on horseback, keeping true to the action and romance of the period.
Now that I am friends with royalty, I have been invited to dine at the King's Feast.
The King's Feast is, as they say, a forkin' good time, and it's not just because of all the delicious food. As you're sitting down to this medieval banquet, there's live performances that include singing, dancing, and plenty of audience participation.
Shiver my timbers, shiver my soul. Yo ho, heave ho, heave ho. There are men whose hearts are as black as coal. Yo ho, heave ho, heave ho.
And as is customary at any feast, a toast. And lucky for us, after the feast, we were able to grab a moment with the Renaissance Festival queen herself.
Your Majesty.
Greetings and well met, my dear. We are most pleased that you could join us this day.
Well, what is your favorite part of the festival?
Oh my goodness, you ask very difficult questions. It is difficult to pick just one favorite portion, for I love so many different things. So there's all the food, and then there's all of the entertainment. You have stage acts and things like the Falconer and Adam Crack and the Joust and Arsene the Clown and the King Swings. Yes, one thing is very difficult to choose. Yes, it is just a magical place to be. 45th anniversary is the Sapphire anniversary. It is truly magical for anyone that comes in the gates, in the front door. There are so many things outside in the mundane world that people stress about and think about, so that when they come through the front gates, whether it was 10 years, 20 years, 15, 30, 45 years, it just takes you away from your normal day-to-day life.
All right, y'all, it's about that time that I have to return my royal gown, but luckily there's a gift shop here called the Dragon Slayer where I'm gonna go find something a little more modern to wear.
Dragon Slayer is a fantastic fantasy gift shop for all your Renaissance Festival needs. From commemorative mugs to wooden swords, authentic steins, and of course t-shirts, there's definitely something for you. Next, we hit the grounds to see what else the festival had to offer, and it didn't disappoint. There were mythical creatures.
I found a unicorn, y'all, and she's pink, and she has pink bows, and we match. Diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And we're back.
One giant swing.
Ah! Ooh. Hi-yo! I'm so glad this has seat belts.
More festival food. And of course, all the mead, ale, and wine your heart desires.
How many of these tubs do you make a day?
We do one batch a day. It takes about 6 hours to brew. So depending on how the day goes, we can do 2 sometimes.
Okay.
But usually we do one full batch.
One full batch. Do you have any ready to drink?
On tap, yeah.
Oh, can I try some?
Are you of age?
Yes, I'm 28. I am. Okay.
Go ahead and try it.
All right.
So daisy chain.
Oh, you're right. That is like very smooth, very easy to go down.
Exactly.
Daily drinker.
Easy. I call it session beer. You can do several of those in one session.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a piece of history.
I don't think I have a favorite. I like them all. All right, y'all, the sun is about to set and the fireworks are about to go off, and that's gonna end my day here at the Texas Renaissance Festival. And like they say, huzzah.
But the fun was far from over because nightfall brought solar rain, a fire performance tribe specializing in manipulating flaming objects. And after the flames, fireworks. The Texas Renaissance Festival was an experience like no other. Though these festival goers traveled hundreds of years in the past for only a few hours, they gained memories that'll last a lifetime.
There's still plenty of time to make it to the Texas Renaissance Festival. Visit the link below for more information. Next up on YOLO Texas, we embrace our southern roots at Seersucker Southern Style Gin. Hey y'all, and welcome back. So here on YOLO Texas, we visited a number of distilleries across the state, everything from the nation's top whiskeys to Texas vodkas, but one liquor we haven't quite tapped into is gin. Well, that is until now. So join Kyle for a ride to the Alamo City and the one and only Seersucker Southern Style Gin.
Just 20 minutes from downtown San Antonio on a 6-acre plot is a picturesque distillery that visitors leave raving about. Gin is the drink of choice for classy people, and since I consider myself a classy person, I decided to make the trip over here to Seersucker Southern Style Gin here in San Antonio, Texas. So let's go inside the distillery and see what we can find. Let's go. But before we tasted the goods, we spoke with Trey and Kim Azar of the renowned Azar family brands.
We built our manufacturing facility about 9 years ago to create Cinco Vodka, which was our first product and introduction into the market. We wanted to make a world-class vodka, so that's what we did, and we make a European style vodka, which is a wheat and corn blend in a copper kettle, which is really unique for a vodka in the United States, especially in Texas.
Why gin? Why did you decide to transition from the vodka to Seersucker Gin?
But we noticed bartenders wanted to use gin, and they primarily like to use gin because it has more of a taste profile for cocktails. And so we decided that when we were going to make our gin, we were going to focus on a different style of gin where it was more citrus oriented with balancing herbs, and that actually complements the cocktail even more.
You sold me.
Right.
Where can I buy a
good.
bottle,
Yeah.
right? So out of all of the different flavors that you guys have, which ones are your personal favorites?
Well, I've personally waited to make grapefruit for a long time. It's been my favorite, and I can make a great cocktail out of any one of them.
It'd be terrible if you made terrible
This is
cocktails
true.
and you were working at
This is
Seersucker.
true.
And how about you, Trey? What's your favorite?
I'm real simple, stupid. I like my Seersucker original with a little bit of Topo Chico and a squeeze of orange, and
Gotta
I'm
get
ready
that
to
Topo
go.
Chico.
Yeah.
Seersucker Southern Style Gins come in 4 different flavors, all made in this 5,000 square foot facility. So tell me a little bit about what I'm seeing right now.
So we are what's known as a clear distillery, meaning we only make clear alcohol. So where you're standing right now is what we call the Wonka room.
Wonka room.
I'm sure you can probably figure it out with all the candy stripes. Or
Kyle in the Gin Factory.
There you go, exactly. So this room actually stores up to 16,000 gallons.
16,000 gallons.
Of alcohol at any given time.
Okay.
And the average proof of the alcohol in these tanks is upwards of 192 proof.
That's a good night right there.
Yes, it make a very quick night for you if you're not careful, for sure. So what we have here is Betty.
Betty.
She's our 529 gallon hand-hammered copper pot still. And be careful because she's hot right now. We're in the middle of doing a distilling run as we speak.
Well, she's beautiful, but how hot is she?
Well, right now she's at about 178 degrees Fahrenheit.
178.
We do what we call slow distillation. It's like slow smoking a barbecue brisket. So by slow distilling, keeping the temperature low, we're able to create a lot of redundancy of evaporation and condensation. And what that really means is we're really cleaning our alcohol very well, so it's very clean, and it also tastes really good.
Don't go away, Seersucker puts Kyle through the taste test when YOLO Texas returns. Hey y'all, welcome back to the show where Kyle is mixing and tasting his way around Seersucker Distillery.
So these are 3 cocktails that we're featuring for you today, and one of these is brand new to our menu this fall, and the other 2 are classics, favorites that we have around here in the tasting room. So the first one, as you can see, has beautiful raspberries on it, which are nice and seasonal. And this does feature our original Seersucker. And it also has raspberry preserves in it, which is really yummy. Yes, gives it a nice little flair. And this is our Bee's Knees, which is probably our most popular cocktail here in the tasting room. And this does feature the Seersucker Lemonade. You see the cracked pepper on top. That really allows you to experience 2 different flavors. So if you sip it from the straw, you get a little bit of a sweeter, you taste more of the honey that's in the cocktail. And if you sip it from the cup, then since your smell is such a part of your taste, then you inhale some of the pepper, and that's part of your taste profile.
It just wakes you up.
And it calms down some of the sweet.
Definitely sweet.
You taste the honey.
Lemon and the honey. Oh, the
It has honey syrup in it.
This is the bee's knees of gin beverages.
And this is my favorite. This is the grapefruit cooler, and it features the Seersucker grapefruit.
Oh, I love grapefruit.
It's nice, right? Yes.
That one's my favorite. So because I love these drinks so much, is there any way that I can learn how to create these fashionable and delicious beverages?
Yes. Once a month, we host a cocktail class.
Okay.
We bring in a local mixologist. They come in, and for $25, you can take a class that's an hour long. And with that, you not only receive sage advice from a master mixologist, but you also create your own 2 cocktails. And so those are included in your class.
Nice.
Welcome everybody. The 2 cocktails that we're gonna make are the Grapefruit Sands and the Southside Ricky. The Southside Ricky is probably one of our most popular cocktails. Think of it as a less sweet mojito style. So simple syrup, 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, or if you're dealing with the grapefruit, 3/4 of an ounce.
Don, I don't have any lines in mind. I think I have a fluky one.
You do have a fluky one. You take the liquid, pour it on top of the ice, and then plop down, create a nice little seal, and shake away.
This is like some cryogenic therapy on my hands.
It really is.
You get frostbite like Antonio Brown.
And you can either, what we call dirty dump with the ice, or you can use fresh ice in your cup and strain with the Hawthorne strainer.
Pretty ginny.
That is pretty ginny.
Pretty ginny. It's like 100% gin and 0%
juice.
As you can see by this beautiful beverage, I am now an honorary mixologist. What could I say? Special shout out to the Azars for housing us in this beautiful gin facility. And of course, Adon, thank you so much for teaching me how to be a professional mixologist. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna finish this beverage. Keep it classy, y'all.
If you want to visit the distillery or participate in the mixology class, head on over to seersuckergin.com for more information.
Well, that's the end of our show. Thanks for sticking with us, y'all. We hope you enjoyed our travels today. And if you happen to miss in a previous episode, just visit our website at YOLOTX.com. And while you're at it, might as well just give us a follow on our social media pages to see where we're off to next. Until next time, remember, it is a big world, so get out and explore it. You know what they say, you only live once, Texas. We'll see you out there.